Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about how in his will, Pope Benedict XVI had denied President Joe Biden to come to and really to attend his funeral mass, and we're gonna talk about the reason why he did that.
Benedict, his funeral is Thursday. The late Pope Benedict, his funeral is Thursday. Is the U.S. sending a delegation to Rome? Do you know?
So let me just first say, because we haven't been able to be on the record on this since the passing of the Pope. So as the President said in his statement, as I'm sure you saw, he joins Catholics and so many others around the world in mourning the passing of Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. He will always remember the Pope's generosity and meaningful conversation they had when he visited the Vatican in 2011. So to answer your question, the U.S. Ambassador to the Holy See, Joe Donnelly, will represent the United States at the funeral of the Pope in line with the wishes of the late Pope and the Vatican. This is what their requests were. This is what their wishes were. And so that's what you'll see from the U.S.
So you would think that a practicing Catholic, a world leader, or someone who is a professing Catholic would be in line with what the church says on major issues such as abortion, but we all know President Joe Biden is extremely pro-abortion. So the late Pope, who just passed away on December 31st, 2022, denied President Joe Biden the ability to attend his papal mass and the funeral. So Joe Biden will not be allowed to attend the late Pope's mass services solely because of the fact that he is pro-abortion. The fact that Joe Biden, who is a professing Catholic, does and votes and puts into legislation laws that are totally contradictory to what the church teaches, and abortion is something that the Catholic Church is strict on, is firm on, and is has stand on for 2,000 years since Christ established the church. They even said, they have saints that said flat out abortion is murder. Brother William Albrecht and I did an entire show about what the early church had to say on abortion. So he is without excuse, and he knows what the church teaches on abortion. Therefore, honestly, if that was me, I would have done the same thing. I would not want someone who is actively pro-abortion, advocating for the pro-abortion movement to attend my funeral either. So I 100% agree with the decision to not allow Joe Biden to come to the papal mass for the funeral. Now, here's the thing that I do not understand with Joe Biden. Were you in his mind, or was Joe Biden in his mind expecting everything to be okay and for the Vatican or anybody who helps the papacy go smoothly, anybody living or working at the Vatican, to say, you know what, even though Joe Biden is very pro-abortion and he's clear on it, him and his other people that run his administration who are professing Catholics, and by any means their actions show that they're not Catholic Christians, how could you go in thinking, I'm going to the late Pope's funeral services, but yet I have the view, him being the President of the United States, I have the view that it's okay to murder unborn children in the womb? How in like a good conscience can someone do that? I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't even, like, if I had the pro-abortion view, the pro-abortion stance, I wouldn't even want to call myself Catholic Christian. Period. I wouldn't, because I'm going against directly what my church is saying. I'm going against the scripture. I'm going against the church fathers. I'm going against the early church writings such as Didache. I'm going against everything, and yet I'm going to have the nerve to think I'm going to be invited as a world leader, being the president of the United States, to the late Pope's funeral. Like, who do you think you are? You're not some sort of special person that they need you to be there, Mr. President Joe Biden. No one needs you there. So I think I've been saying this, like, since he got into office. He's a very, very pro-abortion president. Nothing, maybe, besides God's grace, is going to change his mind. Especially being him up in age, it's very difficult to kind of change someone's that up in age, that old, to change their view. Even though I totally believe it's a view that he should have not held to in the first place, professing to be Catholic Christian. I think it's a very difficult thing to try to support the pro-abortion position from the Catholic position. You can't. It's nearly impossible. So when someone comes and tells me, oh, I'm Catholic and I'm pro-abortion, you're going against what the church says. So in a way, it's good that he's not able to attend for the reason of him being pro-abortion. I think it's a good reason to say, I'm sorry, but you cannot attend this. And that's it. I don't think it's going to change his views. I think he would much rather die believing that abortion is okay and have to answer to God at the end, like, did you think it was okay to murder unborn babies in the womb? Why didn't you advocate for life like the church teaches? Why were you pushing pro-abortion legislation? Why were you hiring and adding people to your administration who were pro-abortion when you could have been doing the opposite? Like, who did you think you are to then say to myself, oh, I'm probably going to be invited to the late Pope services? That's mind-blowing to me. Extremely mind-blowing. So that's it, you guys. That's all I wanted to say. I found it very, very interesting, this type of news. And we're praying for the services to go smoothly. We're praying for the church. I'm praying for the church, praying for the Pope, praying for all of my brothers and sisters around the world, and praying for Joe Biden. Pray that he repents. God does a miracle. He becomes pro-life before he dies, Lord willing, and comes to see the reasons why the Catholic Church is very, very pro-life. And yeah, one reason why I absolutely love being Catholic. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and remember, Jesus is Lord and abortion is murder. We will see you in the next video. Peace out.